Biology. So, in the previous classes, we have studied about algae, bryophytes, and pteridophytes. And in this video, we are going to study about the gymnosperms. Okay, gymnosperms. So, so gymnosperms are plants which produces naked seeds. Okay, so gym means naked only. Okay, gymnos means naked and sperma means seeds. So gymnosperms are the plants which produces naked seeds. So usually in angiosperms, like can you remember any angiosperms? Okay, tomato, isn't it? Or what? This one, lady's finger. All these are examples for angiosperms, isn't it? And where you can see the seeds in tomato inside the fruit. What is fruit? Fruit is the ovary. We have studied this in 10th class, isn't it? After the fertilization, ovary is getting converted to fruit and the ovules in them is converted to seeds. So seeds you can see in angiosperms where inside the fruit means the seeds are covered. It is not exposed to what exposed. So you can see the seeds only inside the fruit. In where? In angiosperms. Okay, but in gymnosperms the seeds are not present inside the ovary. So if the seeds are not present inside the ovary, what will happen? They will not form any fruits. Okay, means ovules are not present in the ovary means the seeds will not be present inside the fruit. So what happens? The seeds will be after fertilization. Okay, after pollination and fertilization, the ovule will develop into ovule development is there, that is not present. That ovules are not present inside the ovary. Understood? It is exposed. And this ovules will develop into seeds and the seeds are not covered. That's what the name they got, what gymnosperms. Okay, and gymnosperms are sometimes you can see medium sized trees or tall trees. It can, or it can means it can be shrubs also. Okay, so different kinds of plants you can see is trees or what shrubs. Okay, so all this, or tall trees, all this are present in the group gymnosperms. Okay, have you heard about sequoia, the tallest tree, isn't it? The tall trees, they are also coming under what? Only gymnosperms. Now if you see the roots, roots are generally tap roots. Do you remember fibrous roots and tap roots? Fibrous roots are present in what? Monocots, isn't it? And tap root means there will be a main root and this main root will be what? Branch to form primary root, secondary or secondary lateral roots. Likewise they are there. Understood? So these gymnosperms are also having what? Tap roots. Okay, and you can see in some genus of gymnosperms the roots are having fungal association. Okay, and this is known as what? Mycorrhiza. We have studied this, isn't it? In symbiotic association, mycorrhiza is what then? In certain genus of or genera of gymnosperms, the roots are found with certain association of fungus. Okay, some roots will be associated with certain fungus. So this association, understood, is known as what? Mycorrhiza. So what is the advantage of this? The roots the fungus cannot do what? Photosynthesis, isn't it? So this roots or the plant will give food to them, and what this fungus do? They increase the absorption ability of the gymnosperms. Understood? And in some other plants like cycas, you can see there is another speciality, that is the roots will have, okay, there are some nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria in certain special roots called coralloid roots. So what are coralloid roots? Coralloid roots are specialized roots which are found in some genus of gymnosperms like cycas. Okay, which are associated with nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria, do you remember where we have studied cyanobacteria in kingdom Monera? Understood? So this cyanobacteria. Some cyanobacteria are found where in the special roots called coralloid roots. So they can do what? Nitrogen fixation. Understood? So about roots you understood. These roots are what? They are tap roots, and some of them in some species or some genus you can see what? Mycorrhizal association, and in some you can see what? Coralloid roots which are associated with cyanobacteria and which can do nitrogen fixation. So like this question can be asked, name the nitrogen fixing roots, special type of roots which can do nitrogen fixation in gymnosperms. What is it? Coralloid roots. And what is mycorrhiza? It's the association of roots of some genus of gymnosperms with fungus. Is it clear? Then the stems, if you see, in some of them they are unbranched. Have you seen the plant cycas which is there in front of our school's office? Okay, cycas. Or it can be branched like in Pinus, Cedrus. So I have told you some names of gymnosperms. What are they? Cycas, Pinus. Okay, so all these are examples of certain gymnosperms. Okay, and the leaves, if you see, it will be simple. It can be, okay, in different species it is different. Simple means what? Only one leaf. Or compound means many leaflets will be there. Have you seen the leaflets of curry leaf? Okay, how it is in one stalk or a common rachis, you can see many leaflets, isn't it? So, or have you seen the so this is what? Compound leaf. Okay, so cycas, in cycas, the plant which is there in front of our school's office, okay, you can see the one plant there, cycas, and that they contain what? Leaves which are pinnate leaves. Okay, have you seen coconut trees leaves, how it is? There will be a main or common branches, and on both the sides there will be leaflets, same way. Okay, pinnate leaves, and these leaves can withstand for many years also. Okay, so this is what? The leaves. Okay, and the leaves, they are adapted to live for many years, and you can see some extreme conditions like temperature, humidity, wind, etc. they can resist. Okay, so have you heard about Pinus? In Pinus you can see needle like leaves. Okay, so needle like leaves, and these leaves help in reducing the surface area, so that what happen? They can reduce transpiration. Okay, they are thick cuticle, sunken stomata. Sunken stomata means what? Stomata are placed a little bit deep in them. Okay, the stomata are placed deep in the epidermis. Not on the epidermis is what? The outermost layer of a plant. So in leaf section, if you take also, the outermost layer is what? Epidermis. So usually in plants there only you can see the stomata or the pores, okay, and which is guarded by guard cells. And in this what kind of plants, sometimes you can see the leaves are what? Having sunken stomata, means stomata are placed little bit deep into the the leaf tissues. Is it clear? So these are adaptations of what? Adaptations of you can say adaptation to reduce water loss. What are they? Needle like leaves, okay, that reduces the surface area and reduces the transpiration. Thick cuticle, presence of thick cuticle, that also prevent what? Transpiration or reduce transpiration, sunken stomata, etc. Is it clear? Okay. The gymnosperms are heterosporous. Hetero means what? Different. Homo means same. Okay. So heterosporous means what? They produce two different types of spores. Okay. So we have discussed little bit about spores in pteridophytes, isn't it? So here also you can find that two different types of spores are produced. One is what? Microspores or male spores, and megaspores or female spores. And the spores are produced in different sporangia, that is microsporangia and megasporangia. Understood? So Microsporangia is found on what? Certain sporophylls called microsporophylls. Listen carefully. That is, see, microspores are the male spores. Understood? And they are produced on microsporangium, which are found where? On microsporophylls. And this microsporophylls arranged to form, okay, male strobili or male cones. Okay, once again listen, that is, microspores are also known as what? Male spores. They are produced where? On respective sporangia, male sporangia. This male sporangia are found on, or microsporangia are found on where? On the surface of what? Microsporophylls. And this microsporophylls arrange, okay, to form the male strobili or male cones. Okay, so this we have discussed little bit where in the pteridophytes. In pteridophytes itself, the strobili formation you can see, but it is not what that much clear. Like what in gymnosperms, it is not conspicuous like in case of what? In case of gymnosperms. So this was what? The strobilus that is formed in pteridophytes, isn't it? See, you can see in equisetum. Equisetum is actually what? Pteridophyte. Okay, can you remember some names of the pteridophytes? Selaginella, isn't it? Equisetum. Then what else? Ferns, salvinia, etc. Where? What? Pteridophyte. I am talking about pteridophyte now. Okay. So in some of the pteridophytes, in all the pteridophyte, it was not there, I told, isn't it? In some species, you can see strobili formation. And this strobilus formation is the precursor. The big means it is indication of what? Formation of male and female cones of gymnosperms. Just just you see that how gradually evolution takes place, isn't it? From algae, from bryophyte, then from pteridophyte to gymnosperms. Okay, so algae were the primitive type of plants, and from that only bryophytes. Okay, you can compare the characters of all this. Understood? So let us leave this. We will see the what? Cones of what? The gymnosperms. So this is what? The structure what I say as cone. Okay, cone it is. Can you see? It is a male cone of one species of Cycas. Cycas also, there are many species. Okay, so here what you are seeing is a male cone of Cycas circinalis. Understood? So this is what the reproductive structure in this kind of plants. You cannot see any flower. Flower is having what? The sepal, petal, isn't it? So all these structures are absent in this. So in angiosperms, what is the reproductive structure? Flower. And in gymnosperm, you can see what? The cones. So now you got some idea about the cone, na? So cones are what? Woody structures. This contains what? Male what? Spores, where all this, if you see, you can see that this male cones are made up of smaller units known as microsporophylls. All this what you are seeing is, if you expand and see, you can see that each of this, okay, is individual units known as what? Microsporophylls. And this microsporophylls, they unite to form certain woody structures known as cones. So this is one male cone. Okay, male cone of Cycas. Okay, now what you are seeing here, okay, is actually the female cone. This plant is there in front of our office, okay, school's office. So this is what? Female cone. Okay, so of Cycas. So you understood now, a bouquet like structure you can see, that is the female cone. Understood? You can see this is the pinus plant. Okay, pinus, and you can see different structures in this. Okay, like what? Male and female cones. Okay, so this is what? The male cone, and you can see here there are what? Female cones also. Female cones are also. So all the structures are what? Microsporophylls. Okay, what is it? Microsporophylls. and they produce what? Pollen grain. Now, so understood? So the microsporophylls, they arrange to form the male strobili or male cones, and the female or megaspores will be found on the means it will be found on the tip of the megasporophylls. Tip not at the bottom, okay, not at the tip. And then what? They organize to form the female cones or female strobili. Understood? Then the microspores, which are found where? In microsporophylls, and they are arranged to form cones, isn't it? The microspores, okay, they develop into a male gametophytic generation, and this male gametophyte is highly reduced. Means it is very much reduced, and you can find this only you can find this male gametophyte inside the spore. Understood? So with a limited number of cells. So you understood? That is, the actual plant body with leaves, stem, roots, etc. are sporophyte. Understood? And the sporophyte, they produce what? Male cones and female cones. And the male cones are made up of what? Microsporophylls. And inside the microsporophylls, what is there? They produce microspores. And microspores actually develop to form what? Male gametophyte. But the male gametophytic phase is highly reduced, and it is found inside the microspores itself. Just compare about the bryophyte or about the algae. The actual plant body there was gametophyte, but here how it is? The actual plant body is sporophyte, and they produce spores, and male gametophyte and female gametophyte development is there, but it is they are very inconspicuous, and it is found inside the spores itself. Understood? Then this reduced gametophyte is called the pollen grain. Understood? So the pollen grain development, where it takes place? Inside the microsporangia. Understood? Microsporangia, which is having what? Microspores, and within that you can see the pollen grain development. Understood? Then next is what? Megasporangia, isn't it? So sporophylls or female cones, sometimes the same plant will produce both of them, male cone and female cone, and in some plants they produce on separate plants. Okay, so megasporangium are found on the megasporophylls, which are actually what? Found in female cones. Understood? And the female sporophylls will have the megasporangium or ovule. Understood? And the ovule will have what? The coat, the integuments, the membranes, and a kind of parenchymatous tissue called nucellus. Okay, so parenchymatous tissues called nucellus is there. And then see here, the female cones will have what? Megasporophylls, and megasporophylls will have what? The ovule. Understood? Ovule. And the ovules will have what? Integument and nucellus. One of the megaspores. Understood? Which is enclosed, which is found within the megasporangium or nucellus. Okay, they develop into a multicellular female gametophyte. Okay, female gametophyte is formed, and that bears two or more archegonia. So you can find the female gametophyte is also reduced, or you can find no separate living for what? Separate independent life for the female and male gametophyte. The female and male gametophyte is completely dependent on what? The sporophyte. On the other hand, in bryophyte, you compare how it was. Bryophyte was having the gametophyte as the plant body, and the sporophyte formed is completely dependent on the what? The gametophyte, where in bryophyte. But here you see, the sporophyte is the actual plant body, and they produce what? Microspores and megaspores, and within the spores only you can find the female and male gametophyte. And the female, see, male gametophyte is represented by only few cells. Understood? And in this one, in the female gametophyte, they are having at least some archegonia, 2 or more archegonia. Okay, archegonia, you remember that is the female reproductive organ found in bryophytes and all. Understood? And this archegonium will have what? The female gamete. Okay, so like this. So the pollen grains are released from the pollen grains are what? Microspores, isn't it? They are released from the microsporangium and they are carried out by air currents. That is another important feature. Till now what we have studied, for reproduction, the plants, lower plants need water. But here you see air currents will take the, means wind. Wind takes what? The pollen grains, and this pollen grains will come in contact with the opening of the ovules. Okay, where they are found? On the megasporophylls, isn't it? And this pollen tube, pollen grain, after reaching to the opening of the ovules, they enter into the ovule and reaches to the archegonia, and what happens? Their fertilization develops, and after fertilization, normal what? Zygote will develop, and the zygote will be found inside the ovule itself. Okay, and zygote is found inside the seed. That is, that ovule is getting developed into seeds, and the zygote is found inside the seeds. Okay, and the seeds are not found or they are not covered. They are found exposed to the air. Okay, on the on the megasporophyll. So seeds where they develop in female cones. Okay, female cones diagram you have seen now. Okay, so this is what happening in where? In the gymnosperms. So once again, what is the specialities of gymnosperms? Gymnosperms means they are producing naked seeds. Means the seeds are not found inside the fruits. Okay, the actual plant body is what? The sporophyte, and the gametophytes are produced, or the sporophytes contains what? Root, leaves and stem. Okay, and the reproductive structures in them are cones. Okay, male and female cones. The male cones are made up of microsporophylls, and the microsporophylls will have what? Microspores, and the female cones are made up of what? Megasporophylls, and this megasporophylls contain, or they bear what? The ovule or megasporangium, and inside that what? Female gamete develop, and inside the microspores the male gametophyte develops, and they are very much reduced. Okay, they are inconspicuous and they are found inside the spores, and they are fully dependent on the sporophytes. Understood? There is no independent life for the gametophytic stage. Okay, and then what? They produce gametes, and this gametes, and there is another important feature from here, means from from gymnosperms you can observe is the pollinating agent is wind. Okay, instead of water. Understood? And they fuse to form what? The zygote, and zygote will be found inside the seed. Clear? And the seeds are not covered. So hope you understood all this. Thank you.